We are your MLO Lindy's. Buying a home is becoming so trendy. VA, conventional too. Down payment assistance just for you. We have all types of loans just to get you
and
in
Alabama. I'm hoping everybody having a good Friday. I'm so glad it's Friday. Oh gosh, I'm so glad. I'm looking forward to this weekend, and I hope everyone has a good weekend. But I just want to let you know that I am here, ready to get you qualified before the weekend even starts, so you and your agent can go out and start looking at some of those beautiful houses that we have out there. But getting back to business, I had a customer, or somebody just emailed me and asked me a question about one of the videos I did a couple days ago, how I got a customer qualified with a 555 credit score. Yeah, it can happen. You can get qualified with a credit score. So let me tell you how it works though. If you have a 580 and above credit score, you would be entitled to be able to only have to put down 3.5% of the purchase price. And an example is if you're looking at a house that's $200,000 and 3.5% of the purchase price of $200,000 is about $7,000. So then you will put down $7,000 for a home, which is not including the closing cost. Okay. Now, if you have anywhere from a 0 to a 579 credit score, you will have to put down 10% of the purchase price. So if you were looking at that same $200,000 home, you would literally have to put down $20,000, which is 10% of the purchase price. So $20,000 to be put down, which is 10%, and your loan amount will end up being like for $180. Now understand something. The down payment and the closing costs are two different things. They're totally two different things. The down payment is just like when you go to get a car. You know, when you go get a car and they say, well, you know, you can put down $2,000 and then plus the tax, title and everything. That's exactly what it is for a house. You can put down some money for a down payment for the house, but then you still got the closing costs, which is the cost of the loan, the cost of the interest rates and other costs and proceeds costs and all this other good stuff. So there's other costs in that. Now, to get back to what my young lady did, she or he, never know. What they had was they had more than 10% to put down on a home. They had more than 10% to put down for the property that they were purchasing. So she had money saved up. She just didn't want to, this particular customer did not want to really fix up her credit, but her credit wasn't horrible, but it just had a low score. So she had money to put down. So one of the things that you have to save your money. You have to save your money so that way you can put down to purchase a home if you're serious and if you're ready to go into a home. Okay. Another one of the things that I look at, I still look at your credit report. I still have to pull your credit report. Okay. Well, another thing that I look to see if you have any bankruptcies. If you have any bankruptcies and they're less than 2 years old, you're just not ready right now. That's all. You're just not ready right now. And of course, there are some certain circumstances that may cause you to go bankruptcy. And those are some things that we can actually look into to see if that way we can actually get a letter to excuse those situations that caused you to go into bankruptcy. Okay, so there's some extenuating circumstances that can actually be excused. So that's one of the things I look at. On your credit report, also, I look at, do you have any like collections from like apartment complexes? Like, for example, I've seen credit reports where one recent credit report that I've seen someone who had 3 collections on their credit report from 3 different apartment complexes. 3. And this was within 2018 to now. If I see any collections from an apartment complex, it just means that you're just not ready right now. That's all. It just means that you're just not ready right now. You would need to get those cleared up. You would need to get them settled before I can actually do a loan for you. Because what's going to happen is whenever I have your credit report and those collection items are on your credit and is showing that apartment complex, of course, the underwriter is going to inquire about it. The underwriter is going to be like, are you sure this person is ready to purchase a house if they have these collections from 3 different apartment complexes on their credit report? That's going to be a question. That's going to be a red flag for an underwriter. So if we didn't even have that on your credit report, if that's not one of the concerns that I would need to be concerned about, it just makes it easier. It just makes it totally easier to not have to explain why you have 3 or 2 or even 1 collection from an apartment complex. Okay. So that's a couple of things that I've looked at. But like I said, my young lady, she did have more than 10% to put down. She also had her closing costs to put down. And granted, you have to sign maybe a little bit more paperwork for because of your credit score, but also keep this in mind too. Your interest rate could be a tad bit higher. It could be a tad bit higher than what someone who had like a 660 credit score. If someone had a 660 credit score, you probably wouldn't get the same rate. Okay, and then it does go by whatever the interest rate is for the day. We'll put it that way. But yeah, some of your fees could end up being a little bit higher, but it can be done. You can purchase a home with anywhere from a 500 to a 580. But I'd rather just look at your credit report, tell you what all you may need to do to get it straightened, and let's get it straightened. I do have 2 people now. I have 2 people now that are licensed credit repair people. Licensed. That's the key word, y'all. They got to be licensed. Let them be licensed. If they're not licensed, do not, in my opinion, don't deal with them. If they're not licensed by the state, don't deal with them as far as doing your credit repairs. Now, if you have someone that's licensed, let a lender look at your credit report first before you go and let the credit repair person do whatever that they do. Okay. So give me a call. My number is going to be on this video somewhere up here, somewhere down here. My number is going to be on the video. Call me. You can always visit my website right now. I'm at www.homeloans.online, and you can always call me. My number will be in this video. So once again, I am Audrey Dixon with Cross Country Mortgage right now. Yep, Cross Country Mortgage, and you can do it. We can get you done, but it's got to be some items that may need to be fixed or some items that does not need to be on your credit report. But it can happen. But you got to give me a call so that way we can see what we got to do first. Okay. All right. So see you soon. Talk to you later. Send me an email.
We are your MLO Lindy's. Buying a home is becoming so trendy. VA conventional too. Down payment assistant just for you. We have